Let's start it off with your man. Just because I really love you, I let you treat me love. Go.
Hello, scholars. Right now I want to show you an example of a problem that we do often in class, and they seem to be hard for a lot of people, and that's because they're usually word problems. And we have to draw a diagram from scratch. Now, these are problems involving angle of elevation or angle of depression, which is the same idea, just going down instead of up. So let's read through this problem. If we're standing at the edge of the Hudson River, you measure the angle of elevation of the tops of the cliffs on the Jersey side to be 3.43 degrees. If the cliffs are 300 feet high, then how wide is the Hudson River? Alright, now let's see if we can take this slow and go piece by piece and translate this into a diagram. So we're standing at the edge of the Hudson. So here's the Hudson. And let's say that we're standing over here on one side of it. Okay, now the cliffs are on the other side. They're on the Jersey Shore. These cliffs are called the Palisades, if you didn't know. And the question says that we measure the angle of elevation from us to the top of the cliff to be 3.43 degrees. Now, how is angle of elevation measured? Okay, we always start by measuring it from a straight horizontal line from our eye level. Okay, and angle of elevation just means what angle do we need to look up by to look at something. So here we have to move our eyes from the horizontal up a little bit to look at the top of the cliff. So this angle that our line of sight moves through, that angle is the angle of elevation. So it's 3.43 degrees in this problem, so let me label it. Now we know that the cliff is 300 feet high. So I'm going to label that as well. And we are trying to find the width of the Hudson River. We don't know what it is, so let's just call it x. And x is what we're going to solve for. Now, we've got a right triangle here, and we've got an angle. We know the side that is opposite to the angle, and we are trying to find the side that is adjacent to the angle. So what trig function do you think we should use? Well, sine, cosine, tangent. If you remember SOHCAHTOA, you remember that tangent is the ratio of opposite to adjacent sides. That's what we're dealing with here, opposite, adjacent. So we're going to use tangent. Alright, so here we go. We can write an equation that says that tangent of 3.43 degrees is equal to opposite side over adjacent side, which is x. Now, the hard part's done. Now all we have to do is just solve for x. A lot of you guys like to think about cross multiplying, so okay, let's just do that. We'll multiply here. We'll have x times tangent of 3.43 degrees is equal to 300. Alright, now we need to isolate x, but x is being multiplied by tangent of 3.43. So what we need to do is divide both sides by tangent 3.43. And then once we do that, we're totally done. We just have to put this into our calculator, see what it comes out to be. And if you do that, you will see that we've calculated that the Hudson River is about 5,000 feet wide, which is actually just about true if you're looking across at 42nd Street. So that's an example of how to solve a problem with angle of elevation. Stay tuned and we'll do an angle of depression problem next.